Woodbury tonight. Residents are recommended to stay indoors and keep warm during this time. Let's check in with our field reporter. How's the weather out there, Phil?
Oh, it's so cold out here, I can't feel my hands, okay? The studio should have really brought some snow gear instead of buying that new coffee machine.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You can have some coffee when you get back to the studio.
Jerry, you cannot be serious. You know my doctor said not to drink any caffeine.
Sounds like someone's having a bad day. Maybe you should cool off.
You little shit. Why can't you go out here and deal with the snow instead of me? I've been working here for 6 years and I never get to report somewhere nice.
Listen, Phil, I'm just clearly the better looking one. You can worry about where you'll report once you get that rhinoplasty.
Rhinoplasty? Why would I need rhinoplasty? My face looks perfectly fine.
You could also use some Botox while you're at it. Actually, maybe you should just work as a studio light engineer behind the camera. I think it would be a better field of work for you.
You only got your job because your sister works at the mixing board. You would have never been able to work here if it wasn't for her. I'd like to see you work the ENG sometime.
How dare you? I'm a certified news anchor.
Certified? Yeah, my ass, okay? You didn't do shit. How about I come by the studio and we settle this like men?
Oh yeah? Well, let's do it, punk. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome back to Cooking with Jeffrey. I'm Jeffrey, and today we will be cooking asparagus chocolate cake with a spoonful of mayonnaise. This delicacy is very popular in Romania, where mayonnaise flows down the rivers like a mayonnaise water park. So first, we are going to prepare the asparagus. Season these with a lot of salt. Salt is good for the bones. After letting these simmer in the salt bath, we can start making the chocolate. Take a couple cocoa beans. Yes, the cocoa beans need to be blended into the sauce with a little bit of vinegar. Gotta keep that fancy flavor in there. The next thing we prepare is the mayonnaise. We stir fry this in a pan with Irish tofu. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna taste like shit. But here you are anyway, listening to my cooking instructions. This is the brine of the mayonnaise. We gotta inject it with a little anesthesia to make sure it doesn't revolt against us. It gets very angry once it knows we're trying to cook it. After doing that, we mix all the ingredients together in a tray and place it inside the oven. Okay, and while that's cooking, we can start on the appetizer. Gasoline-soaked ramen. Now this dish is extremely hard to make. A dish only for experienced cooks. It requires a lot of patience and skill. What you will need is gasoline and ramen. This dish really soothes the soul, almost like a cayenne cleanse. We begin by pouring the gasoline into this pot. Make sure not to use whole gasoline since it's really bad for you. Maybe use 2% or half and half. Do not use diesel. So after letting the gasoline come to a boil, we can put in our ramen. I'm using some stuff I found in my grandmama's basement. But you can use whatever kind you like.
You can beat me, but you can never beat the taste of UFO burgers. Put an end to meals from cheap food stalls. A secret recipe that has been passed down for 6,000 years. Traveled from the Burr 02 galaxy to the Gur 04 galaxy. Our journey begins with the best beef sourced in the most unconventional way. In what way? That's the sweet secret of the establishment. Galactic buns are compressed in a special galactic press powered by dark matter. The temperature inside fuses the sides of the buns together and creates an unearthly shape.
Cry or 12. But my dad not here. Eat okay. Do well. Keep doing it.
Since my cows disappeared, I take care of my sorrows with burgers. I haven't eaten anything this delicious in a long time. Katrine, I miss you. Come home. I promise to sow more grass. Come and see for yourself. Burgers so delicious, your eyes will pop out of your orbit.
Hey, you! Do you have a car? Do you have insurance? Do you have a dog? No? Well, you're in luck, because here at Larry's Auto Insurance Animal Rescue Dealership, we have it all. Buy a dog, and then buy a car for that dog, along with the purchase of some high-end insurance for the car that you bought for that same dog. 1-year warranty on all new models from 2005 to 2006, only $299.99 a year. We offer dirt cheap coverage for quality vehicles. You'll never find better prices anywhere. Especially not at our competitor, Dave's Dealership, because we're the best. Dogs purchased from our dealership are certified pure bread and butter inbreed diamond grade hounds. Note,
not all dogs are tested for influenza and may or may not carry multiple military-grade weaponry.
But not to worry, they're dirt cheap as well. So come on down to Larry's Auto Insurance Animal Rescue Dealership today and get yourself the deal of a lifetime.
Mark, it's funny. You weren't here this morning for coffee break. You know, we're all trying to make a little effort to lighten the atmosphere here. In the last report, I mentioned spending more time together. I may have been a bit vague, but okay, if you want, well, this morning's coffee, that's counted as one of those moments. And no, we're not going to penalize you for that, of course. But it's mainly for you that I'm doing this. I mean, look at Tina, for example. She's going through a tough time right now, but she makes the effort to come to the coffee breaks, and she participates. And I can see that it's doing her good. Good rapport in the office is essential for achieving good results, and it's proven that employees who get along well work better together. Tomorrow, you'll be the happiest people in the world. By the way, next month, we'll be redistributing the teams. We're gonna be one big family, Mark.